All right, Thursday night on Amazon Prime Video, the 1-2 Cowboys taking on the 1-2 Giants. This game is in New Jersey, Giants home game, MetLife Stadium. So be careful, you MCLs and ACLs out there.
Yeah, be careful out there. That turf monster will get you.
Yep.
It's gotten a lot of good players.
Cowboys and Giants spread Dallas minus 4.5. So favored on the road against the Giants because they're really, really bad. Yeah. Question for you, is Brian Daboll on the hot seat yet?
This segment is brought to you by UltimateAutographs.com. Have you ever wanted to own your very own piece of signed memorabilia? For most, the dream of collecting NFL memorabilia seems distant because of high cost. But UltimateAutographs.com has created an easy way to start collecting: live breaks. Live breaks are events where a host opens up boxes of memorabilia live and gives you a shot to win authentic sports memorabilia for a fraction of the cost. Here's how it works. First, dive into the action by buying a spot. If you use our code BENCHME15, that's BENCHME15, you'll receive 15% off your first live break entry. Then, just pick what type of memorabilia you'll want to win and secure it with a simple payment. Now, you're in the game. Next, get ready for the main event. Watch the excitement unfold live. Be part of the anticipation as we prepare to reveal what's hidden in each box. Finally, here comes the moment you've been waiting for. If the piece we unveil matches your spot, victory. That piece of history is now yours to keep. So, are you ready to join the excitement? Secure your spot, tune in live, and let the fun begin. Don't forget, use our code BENCHME15, that's BENCHME15, to receive 15% off your first live break entry, and good luck.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know who seats hotter, Daboll or the other coach, Mike McCarthy.
Or is it the upstairs in the booth, the GM seat? That thing has to be on fire.
Joe Shane?
I mean, with Saquon Barkley tearing it up for the Eagles, like that owner is
But you know what literally might save him? Malik Neighbors.
Yeah. Like, so, yeah.
After Malik Neighbors, he might be the best.
Daniel Jones doesn't look like the worst quarterback in the league.
Had his best game last year. I'll read his stats in a second.
Crazy.
Over under of 44 points.
Under.
I'm going to say over.
I'm over. Yeah,
I don't know if
these
defenses are that good. I think there's going to be an ugly
Daniel Jones
up and down the field game.
Has historically done not great against the Cowboys.
Yeah.
But still,
he's historically not done well against anyone.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. Quick question for you guys. Thursday night, Amazon Prime crew. What are we thinking about this crew? The randomness of this crew, and then Al Michaels just.
I love Al Michaels. I don't know why you hate Al Michaels.
I don't hate Al Michaels.
He's not the same. He's so old.
I think he's great. I think Herb Street is also awesome.
Herb is fighting for his life up there.
Herb Street's great. I think Al Michaels is just enough. I have no problem with it. It's an A+ group for me.
You know what I don't like is the Tony Gonzalez, Whitworth.
Yeah, that needs something because Sherm is just not. I don't know why everyone's trying to make Sherman a thing.
They wanted Fitzpatrick to be like the funny guy.
Yeah,
he's a regular guy.
Yeah, that's not. Kelsey's on ESPN.
Yeah, Kelsey's on. Yeah,
thank God.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, what do you think? What do you guys think of the crew?
I don't even think I've enjoyed a Thursday night game yet. Obviously, besides the season opener. But then since then we've had the Miami, the Tua concussion game, and then the Jets just smacking the Patriots.
There's not a great crew besides Sunday Night Football that I trust and Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
Like this year's.
Well, Monday Night Football.
No, Monday and Sunday night.
Monday night, Sunday night.
How was Brady, Mr. Dallas Cowboys?
He's not great.
He's done every Cowboy game this year.
He's not great.
He has a lot to learn.
We listened to him. He was doing the Browns game.
I'll say this: Greg Olson's better than him.
Yeah. Greg Olson's
better
great.
than him. And Tony Romo's good too.
Yeah, Romo's awesome.
He's on your list.
Well, you know why? Because we watch Sunday Ticket and we don't hear people no more.
Yeah.
Romo for me would be on that list, and then these guys would be on that list for me too.
Okay. All right. I'm just trying to get the temperature of the room.
So look at the injuries here for Dallas. Jordan Phillips has been placed on IR. He won't play. Deron Bland, of course, on IR. He won't play. We'll get the Trayvon Diggs versus Malik Neighbors matchup. Should be fun. Fun. Darius Slayton is questionable. And then Graham Gano, the kicker for the Giants, on IR. So they'll be playing with the backup kicker. So knowing that team, they'll kick a lot. So keep an eye on that. Let's go to players to watch, yeah?
Yes.
I'll get us started here with, on the Dallas Cowboys, the $60 million man himself, Dak Prescott. And when you pay that guy that much money and the team is playing, let's just say this bad. I mean, obviously they've had up and down moments this year. You just need more, and it's not in the hallway to the locker room on the way back saying, "Yeah, here it comes, just turn around."
Yeah.
Like, if you're a Dallas Cowboy fan, or even someone like me who watched them from afar but not a fan of the team, you're so done with the talking.
Yeah.
Micah Parsons on his podcast would talk. Shut up and go play games. You guys suck. I don't want to hear.
This week he was talking about the Saints and Eagles game.
Yeah,
dude,
just
focus
shut
on your
up,
own
dude.
game,
Like, you guys
dude.
are terrible. Also, you're not good on a mic.
Yeah.
You suck too, Micah. God, I hate the Cowboys. And tag him. 851 yards and a 60% completion percentage for Dak Prescott. Just 4 touchdown passes and 2 interceptions through the season so far. Dak Prescott's my guy to watch here. Obviously, CeeDee Lamb, I think, is so consistent and so good and so unfortunate that he's on the Cowboys. But I need Dak to come through.
Yeah, Dak needs to. This is a primetime game. This is when you should, stars should shine bright. And you want to see, you just paid this guy $60 million per year. You want to see him, shine in these games and beat a team that you should beat on paper. But, yeah, Dak's been interesting guy to follow because we want him to get paid, but by somebody else. And the Cowboys paid him. Now we're like, I'm out on Dak. Fuck Dak.
Just not big games. And I think the bar is and should be higher for Dak.
Yeah.
Like, because if you look at his game so far, I mean, he had a rough week 1, 179 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. That's, I think, for him, rough. But then after that, I mean, he struggled against New Orleans, 293, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Last week against Baltimore, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, threw for 379 yards. But I just feel like you're going to wear a lot of the blame if you're that 60 million, just like Jalen Hurts wore it last year for the Eagles, collapse. Like, I think it all comes back down to Dak Prescott, and it's time to put up or shut up. I'm just so sick of hearing talk from Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah. And my players to watch actually is the whole position group. The irrelevant. There you go. The irrelevant running backs for the Dallas Cowboys.
They're
Zeke
so
Elliott, I think got benched last week. Rico Dowdle is just a regular running back.
Yep.
Deuce Vaughn is not a thing. Please stop. Cowboys, please
got
stop.
some Turpin in that game too.
Because they have nobody at this point. Just bring up Dalvin Cook. You have nothing, and it's hard to run an offense if you have half of your offense that can't perform well at all.
I don't know how Jerry Jones expected this team to score that much.
Or
you literally just have CD and Dak, unless he's trying to make a point. Like, hey, you want all the money? Then go score all the points. But
who's losing? Yeah, who's losing there? Like, it's just interesting how we've talked about it enough or a lot. They didn't sign anybody, any running back. They didn't draft a running back, not even in the later rounds.
Nope.
And there was, I know they're not starters yet, but there was depth in this running back class in the middle round.
They straight up passed. There was a thing on Braylon Allen in the 4th.
Yeah, and honestly, it's just seems like now it's a pride thing. Like, no, we're gonna do it because you want to see it. Now we're not.
Imagine Braylon Allen on the Cowboys.
Yeah,
that's a different team. It's a balanced team with a new trio of like playmakers, and now it's just. So I'm looking for anyone to make their name, make their stamp on this game because there's nobody right now. Rico Dowdle took over. He's not very good.
Nope.
And
by the way, you know who's doing well? Tony Pollard.
Pollard's doing pretty good.
Might want to have kept that guy.
Yeah.
Hotter seat. Brian Dable or Big Mike McCarthy.
Well, I think Mike's already gone.
I think everyone knows he's gone.
Yeah, I think
it's the weirdest position. By the way, his contract expiring.
Yeah.
The only person who wasn't paid was Mike McCarthy.
That's for a reason.
Which is like, how you expect that to work?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's just, that's a mess. Let's go over to the Giants. Let's get someone on defense.
Yeah, your boy Micah Parsons. In this kind of game where the Giants have a bad O-line, this is where the kind of games where you saw T.J. Watt against the Vikings week 1. You saw Crosby, games, but where a defender takes over and dominates.
That sounds like Micah Parsons.
These are the games where you need him to do that.
Yep.
You're trying to get paid. You're trying to be the highest paid player at your position group. But the guys at that level are doing that. You see Watt take over games and win games.
Brian Burns or Micah Parsons?
Parsons.
Brian Burns. I honestly think Parsons is basically Highsmith from the Steelers if he had the whole show to himself. Man, he's so overrated, man. He just disappears.
I remember
No,
when he
no,
said
he
this last year, too.
disappears, man.
No, that's
Like, he's
why-
on the Cowboys, and he has a podcast that really sucks, but everyone knows.
Sure,
he
sure,
has a deal. He has a deal with Bleacher Report, so everyone thinks Micah Parsons is good. He sounds like an idiot when he talks, and he plays like an idiot for most of the time. Micah Parsons sucks.
Oh,
well,
man.
all that being said, I'm looking forward to seeing him play.
I really need him to have a bad game.
No, I want him and for his own sake. Make you have to dominate this game, whether that be sacks or tackles for losses or just disrupting Daniel Jones, which is pretty easy.
What's the matchups like? What are the tackles like for the Giants?
Well, it's I think Illuminor's out. They're right. They're hurt. And
Raider
they're bad.
legend.
Yeah.
Evan Neal is just they're trying to figure out if he could play football.
He's really bad.
Yeah, so Micah
But,
Parsons.
hey, Andrew Thomas, he in?
I'm not sure actually. I'm
He's
pretty
always
sure.
hurt.
I'm pretty sure.
If he is, don't line him on that guy, because
We
that
should
guy
know.
will.
But Micah Parsons, no. But this offensive line is bad enough to where.
Can one of you guys check if Andrew Thomas is healthy? Sorry, we should know that. But yeah, I mean, I'm definitely watching him as well.
Yeah, like you want to get paid like the top, defenders. Act like it
Yep.
in these games where your season's on the line, but it's dangling the balance is 1 and 2 in an NFC where there's teams that weren't supposed to be good and are good, which means the wild card is going to be tougher. Your division's already tough because you have the Commanders who are decent now, and Philly.
They're not winning the division, and they're not making the playoffs. I'll say that right now.
No,
in week 3.
But to them, they want
Absolutely.
to. So you need to be fighting for your lives, and this should be because if you go down 1 and 3 this early on, it's tough to crawl back, even for a wild card.
Yeah, and you guys got that yet?
I don't see any injuries.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. Yes.
I haven't heard anything, so don't line up on that guy because he's much better than you, Micah. For the Cowboys, just so people will know, I don't hate Micah just because he's a Cowboy. Someone who I've really come around on is Trayvon Diggs. I think he's playing really well. I cannot wait to see him in a very obvious situation. Giants have one weapon, and that's Malik Neighbors. You and Malik, one-on-one. Can't wait to see it.
Yeah. I think when we stop seeing Diggs as he's not a lockdown guy. He's kind of like just a playmaker.
Right. Which is funny because
which is value. What?
that's what Bland's following the same career path as Diggs.
Yeah, no, that has value.
Absolutely.
Like I think people have misunderstood Diggs. I did.
Yeah. Diggs.
Sorry, go ahead. To where he's a lockdown guy. He's not a lockdown guy. He'll get on your number one guy and make plays on that guy.
Yeah. Diggs is much more what's it like a ball hawk type?
Jalen Ramsey.
He's much more of a Jalen Ramsey than he is a Sauce Gardner. Sauce Gardner will lock down your
or like
here we go.
Surtain.
He's much more of a J.R. Alexander of the Packers
Then it's Surtain.
than it's Surtain.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna make some plays. He's gonna go. You're okay with him on the number one receiver of the other team because he's gonna win as much as he's gonna lose.
Yeah.
But he's not gonna lock down guys.
And you're fine with the chances he takes because he'll make up for it.
Yeah, I agree.
So yeah, I think I come in a full circle with him, and they paid him too. So
Same.
So good for him.
Let's move over to the Giants now, and all eyes and prime time are going to be on Daniel Jones, and I think it's going to be I think he might lose his job this game.
Really?
I think he might lose his job. I think this might be the one. It's going to be on prime time against a divisional opponent. The season has been so bad so far. I think we see over under 2 blow-ups for combined Dayball and Neighbors. They almost went to fisticuffs last week.
Probably a lot.
They're gonna fight for sure.
Yeah, Daniel Jones, he's looked good. Looked okay, but don't be fooled, folks. I'm sure you play good for 1 week, 2 weeks, but Dallas Cowboys defense should have too much talent for him to overcome, even with Neighbors. If he does, shame on the Dallas Cowboys defense because the Giants have one good guy and a bunch of okay guys around him.
I'm no defensive coordinator, but I would imagine it's just, hey, let's go ahead and take out Malik Neighbors.
Take Neighbors out and make everyone else beat us.
Yeah. And let's live and die with that Singletary matchup.
Actually, my guy is Devin Singletary. He
Jesus.
actually has pretty good stats. He runs the ball well, and for a team that needs to be on the field a lot because you don't trust your defense to stop that offense, you need to run the ball and keep those chains moving.
Yeah.
Singletary's played decently this year. 4.7 yards per carry, 65 yards per game. Decent average. He's exactly what you think he is.
Yeah.
Just an average to a little bit above average running back at times. Just keep him on the field, keep the ball moving, keep the Cowboys off the field. Daniel Jones has to use his legs in this game.
Yeah. I mean, to me, to wrap up that Daniel Jones point, he completed 70% of his passes last week in the battle of the two of the worst quarterbacks in the league against Deshaun Watson. The reason I'm not overreacting to that 70% is because on the year he's still just at 59%.
Yeah.
And so I last week was great. You're playing the Browns, who were just as down on.
Yeah.
And so I think Daniel Jones. I think he's going to struggle. I think he's going to lose his job.
Yeah, his first read, second read, and third read should be Neighbors. The fourth should be.
He leads the league in target share.
Yeah, because what else is there? I mean, even though what sucks is that they've drafted wideout, but they can't develop them because they don't have a quarterback to develop them.
Right.
Because like Wanda Robinson is decent. Hyatt is a guy that you drafted with intent of him being a difference maker. You haven't been able to see it because you don't have a quarterback to bring it out. Like if you were to put Dak on this team, you'd be able to see the depth of this wideout room.
Right. Question for you: Is it fair to fire Daboll without giving him a chance to go get his own quarterback?
No, because this is Daboll's guy.
Right. As much as we don't love Daboll, I think it's not fair for him to lose a job because of Daniel Jones.
Even if it's not
you have force-fed him Daniel Jones.
Well, Daboll was hired to turn Daniel Jones into Josh Allen.
Right.
They saw what he did there in Buffalo.
Yeah.
That's the whole reason he was hired.
Yep.
Yeah, it's Daboll. Not very likable.
Yeah, I don't like the guy, but
that's the thing.
I would still say like he deserves a chance to get his own quarterback.
Yeah, and take off the stupid glasses, please. You're not cool. I can't stand coaches that wear glasses. Sean Payton did it. Drives me crazy.
What a random thing.
I don't know. No, because last week,
You hate the
last
Harbaughs.
week, last week at the end of the game,
Wait. Big Andy Reid.
Oh.
He throws on the
He's talking about shades.
The bifocal
Shades.
Oh, he wore shades.
Did you see the shades he wore? They were like Tony Stark designer shades. And I was like, bro, you're Brian Daboll.
Can't you see Daboll like putting on his best outfit with those shades?
No.
And trying to at the owners meeting or the coaches meeting, trying to go hang out with like LaFleur and Shanahan.
All the sexy.
Hey guys,
His shirt's all open.
Like, hey, we're all the young sexy guys, right?
We're the next wave, right, guys?
Yeah,
The great quarterback whisperers.
Yeah, no.
Jeez.
Daboll's.
He's so like without the aura. Hank from Breaking Bad. Just with
dead
no
ringer.
aura.
Well, we've always joked about like Kevin James is a dead ringer for Brian Daboll. That's the movie they should have made.
Yep.
That's the movie they should have made.
Oh, they made what's his name? Into
Sean
that.
Payton.
They made Kevin James into Sean Payton.
Right.
Wow,
That
what
didn't work.
that's pretty bad.
All right. Anything else in this game, guys?
Cowboys need to win this game.
Let's pick.
They let me give you the schedule for the Cowboys after this game.
Sheesh.
Steelers,
Loss.
Lions,
Loss.
Niners.
Loss.
Week 8 Niners
see who's
could be a little healthy.
Yeah,
could be a little healthier. Falcons,
Loss. They're coming. They're
Eagles,
good. Definite loss. They're going to
and
Super Bowl.
Texans.
Yikes.
Big fat loss.
Tough.
Wow.
They got to win this game.
Look, yeah, that's why I said Parsons and those guys who you want to get paid. This is where you have to win these games.
Gut feeling right now. Does McCarthy make it through that stretch with his job?
I don't think does old boy.
He doesn't fire mid.
Does he fire mid-season? Yeah, I don't think he does that. I mean,
He lets it get really bad.
He lets the media get all over it, and then he lets. Yeah, he's.
Although I think it would do good for this team to fire him and just let Zimmer have a run at it. Right?
Zimmer, another old man. Yeah.
That's all they do.
God.
That's all they do there.
And Zimmer's not even good. His defense still
retread.
sucks.
All they do there is bring in and retread old coaches because no young up-and-coming coach wants to go play for Jerry Jones.
Yeah, and they wonder why Ben Johnson didn't want to go there.
Yeah. Also, Micah Parsons, you suck.
Parsons. Parsons is interesting.
Yeah.
He's right in between elite and like good and great.
He's the best in the league, Angel. What are you talking about?
I never said that. I don't know who says that.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
you
I know who says that. Dallas Cowboy fans say that. Never mind. I know who says that.
God. All right.
All right,
That's our preview. Dallas Cowboy fans definitely watch it at this point.
Do we pick it? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we got to pick this game. Yeah, start with producer Jess. What you got?
Yeah, I got Cowboys.
Don't do it.
Nah, I can't do
Don't
it.
do
my heart wants to pick the Giants.
I do.
here.
I
Even
wanna
though
pick the
they're at
Giants.
home?
I want to pick the Giants too, to be honest. But there's no way the Cowboys let the Giants beat them.
I'm picking the Giants this game.
Okay.
Good boy.
I like the Giants this game.
Cowboys actually they showed a little bit of stuff great against the Ravens and like the Browns. I think this is a game must win. I think they kind of feel it. I think they win this one.
Yeah, they have to.
They have to. You have to.
I'm picking the Giants.
Wow.
I'm picking the Giants.
We're split.
I think Malik Neighbors at home
Yeah.
at prime time is gonna. This is his OBJ one-handed catch.
Yeah.
This is when he breaks on the scene, and Andrew or Terrell trades him to my team in fantasy. No, but seriously, I think this is a breakout game for him. I think Daniel Jones at this. I think Daniel Jones is playing better than Dak or about equal. I don't know if the gap is so big there.
That's
Right now,
I don't know if the gap is so big, and I don't think it will be tomorrow.
stat-wise,
Wait,
it's not that
playing right now, Dak and Daniel Jones are playing at the same level.
No, I say I don't know if the gap is that big.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's pretty big. To me. Well, whatever.
Let's be honest. I could be dead wrong, and it could be a blowout the other way, and I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
I just think the the vibes are so bad in Dallas.
Vibes are bad. Vibes are down. It's
Yeah.
weird. We went to Dallas Cowboys training camp, and the fans just are against the team.
Oh, yeah.
And that's not even us saying it. We went to Dallas Cowboys training camp, where diehard fans go to training
We
camp.
were shocked at some of the answers we were getting,
Yeah,
and
they were-
the consistency across the board of what they were saying.
Because usually you see the annoying optimism of
Yeah.
Cowboys fans. You were not seeing. You were seeing the pessimistic side of like, oh, this does exist. This emotion does for you guys. It actually does exist. And
I think they're going to lose, and I think all 6 people that watch Michael Parsons' podcast are going to hear about it the next day, and it's going to be rough times in Dallas. That is our preview for Thursday Night Football.
Real quick, before we head out, I wanted to ask you guys a quick question. Do you think?
Okay. All right. Here we
Real
go.
quick.
This is a team. Okay, it has to do with the preview, at least.
It has to do with somebody on the Giants. Yes.
Okay,
Do you think Neighbors has a good chance of having a better rookie year than Marvin Harrison?
I don't see why not. He already is having.
He's already
But
there.
do you think, like long-term wise, the whole season, do you think he's going to have the better season?
It's gonna be very similar. It just they get it. They get it different ways. Harrison is kind of a boring wideout, but gets the job done. And Neighbors is an exciting wideout.
Neighbors is
gets the
much
job
more
done.
impressive.
But yeah, I think physically Neighbors.
I think Neighbors is just better. Yeah, I think Neighbors is just better than Marvin Harrison.
And that was talked about a lot in the leading up to the draft.
exactly.
A lot.
What sucks too is that Neighbors has Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
And Marvin Harrison Jr. has Kyler Murray.
And the numbers still aren't close.
yeah,
Like
so
he's still
Neighbors
outplaying
is
him.
pretty damn good.
Yeah.
All right.
Any more last second questions before I close the show?
No.
That's our preview, guys. Enjoy the game. See you Friday. Bye.
Peace.